It is the crown jewel of the United States National Park System, one of the most popular tourist destinations in the whole country. But what if we told you there was more to Yellowstone than met the eye? In this video, we're going to show you some maps that might just change how you view this famous location forever. Some are even so strange that they don't even look real. The greater Yellowstone ecosystem, which includes Yellowstone National Park and surrounding areas, encompasses over 22,000 square miles of land in the northwestern United States. The area is well known for its magnificent geysers, hot springs, canyons, alpine forests, rivers, and most importantly, abundant wildlife. This includes hundreds of species of birds, mammals such as bison, elk, and grizzly bears, and even some of the world's rarest and most endangered animals, including the bald eagle and the gray wolf. The topography of the region is diverse and unique, and while the most notable features include the Grand Tetons and the Yellowstone caldera, also known as the Yellowstone supervolcano, there are also many other interesting formations and areas that are perhaps not as well known, but equally fascinating in their own right. We're going to show you some examples of these in this video, so make sure to watch until the end. You won't regret it. So without further ado, let's get into our list of 8 unexplained maps of Yellowstone that will blow your mind. Before we begin, be sure to hit that like button for more videos. Number 8. Yellowstone's magnetic anomalies. Do you feel drawn to Yellowstone? You're not alone. There's something magnetic about this place. If you visit Yellowstone, you may have noticed an unusual phenomenon. Your compass doesn't work. It seems to be attracted to certain areas of the park, particularly near the geysers and hot springs. This is because Yellowstone has several magnetic anomalies, areas where the Earth's magnetic field is disrupted by underground magnetic materials. These materials, such as magnetite, are often found in rocks that are rich in iron. They can create magnetic fields that interfere with the Earth's own magnetic field, causing compasses to spin wildly or not point north. This map shows the magnetic anomalies in Yellowstone National Park. The red areas represent areas where the compass is deflected to the east, while the blue areas represent areas where the compass is deflected to the west. It's not exactly clear what causes these magnetic anomalies, but it's thought that they may be caused by the movement of the Earth's tectonic plates, which can cause magnetic materials to be deposited in certain areas. Whatever the cause, they make for a fascinating and mysterious part of Yellowstone's landscape. No. 7, Yellowstone's gravitational anomalies. There are also gravitational anomalies, areas where the Earth's gravity is slightly stronger or weaker than normal. These areas are shown in green on this map, which shows the gravitational anomalies in Yellowstone National Park. The darker the green, the stronger the gravitational pull. While this may not seem like much of a mystery after all, isn't gravity just the force of the Earth's mass attracting objects towards its center? Well, it turns out that the Earth's gravity can be affected by things such as variations in the Earth's crust, density, and altitude. For example, areas with higher elevations typically have weaker gravity than areas at lower elevations, because the Earth's crust is farther away from the center of the Earth and thus exerts a weaker gravitational pull. Also, areas with denser rocks or minerals tend to have stronger gravity than areas with less dense rocks or minerals. This is because denser materials have more mass, which means they exert a stronger gravitational pull. So what causes these gravitational anomalies in Yellowstone? Well, it's likely a combination of factors, including the park's varied geology and elevation changes. The park is home to a variety of different types of rocks and minerals, as well as several mountain ranges, including the Absaroka Range, the Beartooth Wilderness, and the Grand Tetons. Each of these areas has its own unique gravitational signature, which contributes to the overall pattern of gravitational anomalies in the park. While these anomalies may not be life-altering, they are still fascinating to explore and can provide insight into the Earth's complex systems and processes. No. 6, Yellowstone's earthquake zones. Earthquakes are a fact of life in California, but did you know that Yellowstone is also prone to earthquakes? In fact, Yellowstone experiences more than 1,000 earthquakes every year. Fortunately, most of them are pretty small and go unnoticed. But occasionally there are larger earthquakes that can cause damage to buildings and other structures. To better understand the seismic activity in the area, the United States Geological Survey has mapped the earthquake zones in and around Yellowstone National Park. The map shows areas that have experienced earthquakes of varying magnitudes in the past. The darker the color, the more intense the seismic activity. As you can see, the majority of earthquakes in the region are relatively small, but there are also several areas that have experienced larger earthquakes, including the Norris Geyser Basin, the Yellowstone Caldera, and the Hebgen Lake area. What causes all this seismic activity? Well, it's likely due to a combination of factors, including the movement of the Earth's tectonic plates and the magma chamber beneath Yellowstone's supervolcano. The magma chamber is a large body of molten rock that lies beneath the surface of the Earth, and as it slowly moves and shifts, it can cause the rocks above it to shake and rumble. While most of the earthquakes in the Yellowstone area are not particularly dangerous, it is important to monitor them closely, as larger earthquakes could potentially cause significant damage to the area's infrastructure and pose a risk to public safety. Know. 5, Yellowstone's hydrothermal areas. Did you know that Yellowstone is home to more than 10,000 hydrothermal features, including geysers, hot springs, mud pots, and fumaroles? These features are concentrated in 3 areas within the park, which are shown in this map. The yellow areas represent areas of high temperature, while the blue areas represent areas of low temperature. The map also shows the different types of hydrothermal features that are found in each area. For example, the Norris Geyser Basin is home to several high-temperature geysers and hot springs, while the Black Sand Basin is home to several low-temperature hot springs and mud pots. These hydrothermal features are created by the magma chamber beneath Yellowstone's supervolcano. As magma moves and shifts in the chamber, it heats up the water in the surrounding rocks. This heated water then rises to the surface, creating hydrothermal features such as geysers and hot springs. The type of hydrothermal feature that is created depends on the temperature of the water and the amount of dissolved minerals. Higher temperatures and higher mineral concentrations typically lead to the formation of geysers and hot springs, while lower temperatures and lower mineral concentrations lead to the formation of mud pots and fumaroles. Know. 4, Yellowstone's fault lines. You may already be aware of the San Andreas fault line, which runs through California and is responsible for many of the state's earthquakes. But did you know that Yellowstone is also located on a major fault line? In fact, Yellowstone is situated along the boundary of 3 of the Earth's tectonic plates: the Pacific Plate, the North American Plate, and the Philippine Plate. This makes it an ideal location for mapping the Earth's fault lines, which are the boundaries between these plates. The map shows the location of active faults in and around Yellowstone National Park. Active faults are faults that have moved within the past 10 million years and have the potential to produce large earthquakes. As you can see, Yellowstone is located along several major fault lines, including the Alpine Fault Line, the Lewis, the Shoshone, and the Wind River fault lines. The most active fault line in the area is the Alpine Fault Line, which runs through the heart of Yellowstone National Park. This fault line is responsible for the majority of the park's seismic activity and has produced several large earthquakes in the past. Despite the risk of earthquakes, the area around Yellowstone is home to some of the most beautiful scenery in the United States. From the Grand Tetons to the Yellowstone Caldera, visitors to the area can experience some truly breathtaking sights. Just be sure to keep an eye out for any tremors while you're there. Know. 3, Yellowstone's Mammoth Hot Springs. Located in the northern part of Yellowstone National Park, Mammoth Hot Springs is one of the largest and most impressive hot spring terraces in the world. The hot springs are situated at the base of a hill made of limestone and travertine, which is a type of sedimentary rock that is deposited by hot springs. Over millions of years, the hot springs have created a series of terraces and pools that are filled with colorful deposits of calcium carbonate. The resulting landscape is a kaleidoscope of colors, shapes, and textures making it a popular destination for tourists and photographers alike. The unique geology of Mammoth Hot Springs creates a habitat for a variety of microorganisms, including algae and bacteria. These organisms thrive in the hot, nutrient-rich water and give the hot springs their vibrant colors. The algae and bacteria are able to capture sunlight and convert it into energy through photosynthesis, which allows them to survive in this extreme environment. Mammoth Hot Springs is also home to a variety of other wildlife, including bison, elk, and black bears. The hot springs are a major tourist attraction in Yellowstone National Park, and visitors can access them through boardwalks that wind through the terraces and pools. The Park Service also provides educational programs that teach visitors about the geology and ecology of Mammoth Hot Springs. Number 2. Yellowstone's Grand Prismatic Spring. Yellowstone National Park is home to one of the world's largest hot springs, the aptly named Grand Prismatic Spring. Located in the upper geyser basin, this spring is a mesmerizing sight to behold, boasting a rich array of colors that have earned it the nickname of the Rainbow Hot Spring. The spring is approximately 37 acres in size and reaches a maximum depth of 122 feet. The water is heated by the same magma chamber that fuels Yellowstone's supervolcano and is maintained at a constant temperature of 159 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. The vibrant colors of the spring are the result of various types of thermophilic bacteria that thrive in the extreme heat. These bacteria contain pigments that absorb certain wavelengths of light and reflect others, giving the spring its beautiful array of hues. The most notable of these is the brilliant blue that surrounds the spring's periphery, which is caused by bacteria that absorb red and green light. Other colors include yellow, orange, and red, which are found in the center of the spring. These colors are created by other types of bacteria that absorb different wavelengths of light. The Grand Prismatic Spring is a popular tourist destination, and visitors can access it via boardwalks that wind around the spring. The Park Service also provides educational programs that teach visitors about the geology and ecology of the spring and its surrounding area. Number 1. Yellowstone's Yellowstone Lake. At 231 square miles, Yellowstone Lake is the largest high-elevation lake in North America. Situated 7,739 feet above sea level, this deep blue body of water is the centerpiece of Yellowstone National Park and a popular destination for visitors seeking outdoor recreation and stunning views. The lake was formed by the Yellowstone caldera, also known as the Yellowstone supervolcano, and is fed by several rivers, including the Yellowstone River, which flows from the park's most famous geyser, the Yellowstone Grand Prismatic Spring. Visitors to Yellowstone Lake can enjoy a variety of activities, including fishing, boating, and hiking. The lake is stocked with rainbow trout and lake trout and is also home to cutthroat trout and brown trout. Visitors can fish from the shore or rent a boat to explore the lake's many coves and inlets. The lake is also home to a variety of wildlife, including bison, elk, and bald eagles. Visitors can spot these animals from the shore or by taking a wildlife viewing tour. Overall, Yellowstone Lake is a must-see destination for anyone visiting Yellowstone National Park. Its pristine waters and stunning surroundings make it one of the most beautiful lakes in North America. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out more of our content. With that, we'll see you next time.